Okay, so let's say you've downloaded a sequence from a vendor or a Google Drive or a free source or whatever. You can, how do you see what that sequence is going to look like on their show first so that you know what to expect? Um, Here, for example, is the xLights Around the World project where they provide two free sequences each year. So feel free to grab those if you haven't already. So I downloaded the sequence. I've put it on my desktop here. In this version, I got Tammy Gee's version of Shut Up and Dance. I'm going to take the zip. I'm going to extract it right here. And then we have a folder. Now I'll go back to xLights. I'm going to say change temporarily, not change permanently, but change temporarily. I'm going to select the folder. And this is a little bit of trial and error, but you want to go in to the zip file um, and hopefully you can figure out which folder it is. If you choose the wrong one, it will complain and say, that doesn't look like um, the right show folder. But if you got the right show folder, chances are you're going to see something in the controller that doesn't look like yours. And ideally, you're going to go to layout and you're going to see something that doesn't look like yours. I already have 3D. This one doesn't look like it's in 3D, so I'm going to turn off 3D temporarily. Bam, I've got their layout now. And then I can say open sequence and click on the sequence, open it. Now it needs the media if it's provided. If you don't have the media right away, because maybe you just want to see what it looks like, you can just switch it to animation, say done, away it goes. Um, Sometimes the display doesn't work for you because maybe the original vendor had two or three monitors. And if that's the case, go to View, Windows, reset the defaults, and it'll get back to the xLights default. So maybe they had some of these screens were off screen and you can't find it. That's how you can quickly get to it. So now we can go to the sequencer here and we can see that it's there. What you normally would do is render it, of course, and save it. And then you can play it and see what it looks like. So now this might help you in your mapping exercise. So what often you do is open xLights twice, once with their show folder and once in your show folder. You say, oh, they have two trees, they have mini trees, they have arches, candy canes. You can see what kind of snowflakes they have, etc. So it just helps you figure out the mapping that you want to do. This works for any sequence. And yeah, once you're done, you just close xLights and it will restore you back to your own show folder and no changes. So normally you would save it again. Now this is saving it right back on top of their sequence, which is fine. All that's doing is saving the repointed directories and such, so it'll work for you. But once you're done, you either close xLights entirely, or you can come back to the controllers tab and restore to permanent, and you will get back to your show folder. You can save that if you like. It's not going to hurt anything. And away you go. You're back to where you started, no harm. And you can see the sequence on their show folder, on their layout, um, without mucking up yours. Now, if you decide to import that sequence, don't import it from that unzipped version. I always suggest you just import it from the zip file. That way, all the images and all the shaders will be correct. It'll reorganize the files correctly for you. You don't have to worry about it placing things in your show folder. They'll all get placed just perfectly by doing the import procedure here. I'll just show you that quickly. I'm going to say it's animation. Obviously, it's a musical sequence, but for this video, it really doesn't matter. Import effects. You would choose the sequence. I stored it here. Again, choosing the zip file. Click open, brings up the mapping. So now you can see that. Reminder, there's lock effects on import. You probably want that unlocked. A lot of people getting caught by that. You can change where these files get sent to. You don't normally have to, but when you pull in these sequences from another vendor, it's going to go into your imported media folder, sorted nicely into the sequence name, and then the various folders under that. So everything is nice and neat, all wrapped up. They're not all bundled together in one images folder or one videos folder, etc. They're all nicely neat. You can tell exactly which goes with what. And yeah, so normally you don't have to change any of this, but the option is there for you. Yeah, so we opened up their sequence. We can say, oh, they got candy canes. You can hit the auto map first if you like. That'll get anything that's obvious. Doesn't seem like there's any matches. But after that, it's just a matter of dragging and dropping into your groups, into your models. Start with the groups first would be probably a good idea. Groups, candy canes, for example, and just go through the process. You don't have to get it all perfect the first time. You can always come back in here and re-import and re-drag more things over. But that's it for this video. Importing sequences is for another video, but just wanted to show you how to view other people's sequences and layouts on your computer. Have a great day and see you in the Zoom room.